everyone, and welcome to Ohio Valley Couponer. When you guys are seeing this video is going to be Thursday, February the 13th of 2025. And I'm coming at you guys with another video, a little bit of a different one today. On this channel, I talk about couponing using rebate apps and digital coupons and stuff like that, mostly at Walmart and Kroger. Sometimes we branch out to Dollar General, sometimes other places. We talk about coupons and saving on your groceries. But something I've been really getting more into as well on my channel is talking about clearance and clearance shopping, because I have gotten some outstanding deals on things like household goods, apparel, decor items, gifting items, toys. Insane, literally so insane by shopping clearance at, various stores. However, there is another way that people save money on a lot of these things, and that is through thrifting. Yes, if you guys are thrifters, I would love to know down below. I'm going to be honest, I am not a thrifter at heart. Now, I love a deal, don't get me wrong, but I'm not typically one to go to the thrift stores. However, that changed today because I went to the thrift store and did a video for you guys, and I walked around that place and looked at things, and it kind of gave me on the pricing in my area, because every thrift store is going to be different. In my area, the really only thrift stores we got are Goodwill stores. So, you might have a better thrift store where you live, but that's kind of what I got here. So, other than a Habitat for Humanity, and that's just for furniture, really. But for thrift shopping, it's Goodwill. It's what I got in my area. So it was cool though to go around there and look at things and compare the prices to what I get for things on clearance, doing clearance shopping. And this year I have done insane, like Walmart clearance. Dollar General's been my bestie with their clearance. And the, JCPenney had a huge sale. So I wanted to see, can you save more money doing thrifting, or am I doing better doing the clearance shopping? Or is there some things that are better thrifting versus the clearance shopping, or, vice versa? And so I wanted to really evaluate that and see, what kind of deals I could potentially score thrifting. And so, yeah, trying something new. So I went to the Goodwill, and I'm going to take you guys along. So let's
All right, so headed into the Goodwill, which I know that there are better thrift stores than Goodwill. This is just what my area has. Honestly, with the exception of the Habitat for Humanity Restore, which is furniture. The Goodwill is pretty much the only thrift stores we got. So we got a couple of different ones, but yeah. So today's sales was 25% off a red tag and 50% off a yellow tag. So you could get some even better deals with that. But started out in the apparel section, and I actually was really shocked at some of these prices. I was shocked because when I think Goodwill, I think pretty cheap prices. Like I was thinking a couple of bucks a piece. No, some of these things were literally insane, like $12.99. $8.99, things like that, and they are in good condition. There was a lot of local sports or local universities like Philo, and I saw Muskingum University stuff there. So that was cool. But some of these things like $14.99 for a basic gray sweater. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, some of these things were just ridiculous. Now, if you are into name brands, they did have some American Eagle hoodies for $12.99. That was actually not bad for American Eagle. Or like here, they do have an Old Navy sweater. It was $9.99. So if you are, and that actually is the red tag, so that would have been on sale too. If you're not super into name brands, like, it's got to be Abercrombie or it's got to be American Eagle, if you're not super worried about that, I wouldn't say shopping at the Goodwill gives you that good of deals, because there are honestly, guys, I have found clothing items at Walmart for $1, brand new. For their brand of clothes. I found a bunch of clothes at JCPenney on that last clearance event for $3. If you are not super loyal to a brand, if you just want the aesthetic, oh, this is a nice looking shirt, if you're not worried about what brand it is, you really can do better elsewhere, honestly. Some of these prices were insane. But if you are loyal to brands like Abercrombie, they had a bunch of Abercrombie. That's actually a really sharp shirt. I wish it would have fit me. But and again, I feel like at JCPenney or Kohl's or one of those, or Walmart, we could get their brand, same kind of design shirt, but we can get their brand for less on clearance. I don't know. I don't think you're really saving that much on their clothing unless you are brand loyal, like I said, to a specific brand of clothing. I've literally seen button-down shirts like this for cheaper, new, than I found them at Goodwill today. I don't know. I just feel like their prices were not all that great. $6.99 is not horrible. That's not horrible, but I've gotten new ones for cheaper than that. Like I said, the JCPenney $3 sale. And that George, that's just a Walmart brand, and they're charging $5.99 for it. Now, Ohio State, this was pretty good. $9.99 for an Ohio State polo shirt. So that wasn't bad. So it's honestly, it depends on the brands, what brands you guys want if you are super brand loyal. But like this is a basic red shirt. There's nothing special about this. And they wanted $4.99. You literally can go to like the craft store, like Hobby Lobby, and get one for under $3. Like, it's insane that they're in there charging that much. So I don't know, the clothing was kind of stupid unless you want brand names. Like, they had this American Eagle t-shirt for $12.99, but American Eagle puts their shirts brand new for like $15 a lot of times. So I don't know. I feel like they're charging quite a bit for the clothing. So I feel like, honestly, with clothing, that you could do better shopping clearance at the stores. Now, this wasn't too shabby. They did have their ties for $2.99. Some of them were $3.99, but several were $2.99. Now, I did get ties at the JCPenney pink tag sale for $3 brand new. So I don't know, but this is not bad. This definitely is not a bad deal, and it is a lot cheaper than you're going to get at another store. So that was not too shabby. And also belts. They did have several belts for $2.99. Now, obviously check and make sure they're in good condition. But they did some pretty nice. There was a Dockers belt there. So you can definitely check for stuff like that. I didn't find men's shoes. I don't know if I just wasn't looking in the right place or what, but I didn't have much success with that. But they did actually have some decent shoe prices. Like, these boots were $7.99, which you can usually get a pair of those. I've actually seen them on clearance for like $15. You can get them brand new Black Friday for like $20 usually. So I don't know, but it is a savings. Definitely make sure they're good quality before you buy them. And then the tennis shoes kind of varied in price. Some of them were like $12.99, and honestly, that's really not that great because there's a store in my town that sells, it's called Bell's, and they actually sell like new shoes that look a lot like that for $19.99. Another big thing to keep in mind is that they are used, and so they might not hold up as long as a new pair of shoes. Would it be worth it to spend a few extra dollars on a new pair of shoes? It honestly might be. So it's really important. Now, some of these were in pretty good shape, but some of them were pretty rough, so be aware of that. So decided to look at the kids' clothing and just to see what the prices were, because I actually get really, really good deals on kids' shirts, especially at clearance sales at Walmart and JCPenney. I got crazy, crazy deals. And I'm going to be real, I do not think the prices at Goodwill are all that great. Kind of ridiculous. Like, a lot of these are Granimals, which is like a Walmart. I don't know if it's just a Walmart brand, but I'm used to seeing it at Walmart. And I got a bunch of Granimals shirts, $1, $2, cheaper than Goodwill. Literally cheaper than Goodwill for some of them. Now, used $1.99. I like kind of going back to what we were talking about the name brand. If you're not worried about name brands, I feel like you can get just as good a deals, if not better, shopping clearance at like Walmart and, JCPenney and stuff like that. Now, they did have Abercrombie, Gap, and stuff like that. Now, if you are brand loyal to those, and Carter's, a lot of Carter stuff. If you're brand loyal to certain kinds, like certain companies, you might do better at Goodwill than going to the actual store. However, if you don't really care what brand it is, if you just like how it looks, you might do better just going to a regular store. But I mean, $1.99 is not bad. It's definitely not bad. But if you can get a brand new shirt for even cheaper, and it probably would hold up longer as well, I don't know. But some of these were good. Like this sweater, that was only $2.99. It was a nice sweater. So honestly, I was not very thrilled with the clothing, but I went ahead and looked at the housewares, and I actually was much happier with the housewares than I was the apparel. I feel like the pricing was better. It's like that nice little bin there was only 99 cents. You can get some of the Dollar Tree for like $1.25, but they also had this nice basket with a flag on it. That was 99 cents. It was really nice. They also had like a lot of home decor plaques for around 99 cents or $1.99, which I didn't think was too shabby, actually. In fact, the prices in housewares were way more reasonable than the prices in apparel, in my opinion. This is a really neat find. It could use a little bit of TLC, but definitely a good cleaning, and it would look even better. But this was only $2.99 for this nice like desk organizer thing. It has like bunch of little like compartments and things like that. It was really cool, and for only $2.99, that was a steal. That candle thing was only $1.99. Now, this is an exciting deal. This brand new, still in the package. It's a duck window air conditioner cover. This literally is selling for over $8 at Walmart right now, and it was only $1.99 at Goodwill. So that was good. They did have a lot of Christmas items. Now, I did get these a whole lot cheaper over at the DG clearance sale. For like 10 cents, 25 cents, 10 cents. However, this is not a bad deal. 99 cents for a box of name brand Hallmark cards. That was a really good price. Also, this angel, that was only 99 cents. It took me a while to find the tag, but I finally did. So they actually had some really cool finds and pretty reasonably priced at Goodwill and the housewares. So that was exciting. Now, Goodwill still had so much Christmas stuff. You think they'd like mark it down a little bit to try to get rid of it. But This is actually really cool. If I didn't already get a tree at Dollar General for a quarter, I really might have grabbed this. But it's a Pier 1 Imports Christmas tree. It was only $2.99. It comes with like ornaments and everything. It was a really nice tree, so that was nice. Lots of Christmas stuff, just random decor. I will say that these things were very reasonably priced. I was actually impressed. I was really impressed with the prices on their housewares. I don't know why they can't get it together over in the clothing department, but their housewares were pretty good. Just a large variety of stuff, and most of it really was 99 cents. Now, this is actually cool. They had this wax melt. It came with wax melts, and it also came with a burner or a warmer or whatever for $1.99. That was an excellent, excellent deal. Lots of different things, decor items. I mean, and honestly, guys, this stuff, most of it was in pretty good condition. Like that study sleep repeat was 99 cents, and it was normally like 8 something from Hobby Lobby. So, I mean, definitely some cool finds at Goodwill. If you're needing to do some decor, definitely I would check the Goodwill for sure, because they had some really interesting things over there. So yeah, pretty impressive. This is actually a pretty decent find as well. They had this men's like dress shirt and tie combo in box, brand new for $6.99. That was a pretty good deal, so that was good. I don't know why they had that. It was over with the Housewares. No idea why, but that was one of the only good apparel deals I found. I thought this was a really impressive find. It's a Wilton Cupcakes and More dessert stand. So you like put cupcakes on it. This was only $2.99. That was a really good deal. I was actually super, super impressed with that. And then they had mugs galore, which I would say some of these were overpriced, but I thought that one was pretty cool. It said, "This is my Christmas movie mug." It was only 99 cents. It was like a Target brand or something. So I thought that was definitely a cool find as well. And then they kind of just had like a miscellaneous section, a lot of random things like office supplies, scrapbooks. They had some scrapbooks there. $3.99. I don't know if that's really that good of a deal or not, but they had them. They also had some coupon files, which I thought were kind of interesting. Those were 99 cents. It was pretty good. Obviously, it's been used, but it seemed in still pretty good condition. So, you could check for one of those. Also, just a lot of miscellaneous random items. You just gotta have eagle eyes. Like this Post-it self-stick like roll, like you roll it out or whatever. It's like a huge sticky note and you throw it away afterwards. Like you could cover a table with a sticky note if kids wanted to draw or something. But I don't know why you'd go for a sticky note instead of just like normal paper. Like, I don't know. I actually just picked up a binder at Walmart and it was $3 something, and Goodwill did have them for $1.99. So that was definitely a deal. This putting partner, that thing looks vintage. That was like $2.99. That was really good. If it still works, that's the only thing. They also had this Casio Scientific calculator for $2.99. That was a really good price as well. They had some toys and various things like these Crayola glitter dots, and it looked like it was in good condition still. I mean, it still had the box and everything. Like, honestly, guys, if you checked to make sure like the pieces and stuff were still and everything, you could honestly give some of these things as gifts. I am not even any shame at all. I really think you can get some gifts at the Goodwill, and get a deal on them. And yeah, now not everything's a deal. Not everything's a deal. So at first I got all excited, like, oh, they have hand sanitizer. Well, they have this Kroger brand aloe vera hand sanitizer, and it was $2.99. Kroger literally sells their brand of hand sanitizer every day for $2.29. So that is a total markup. That is not a deal at all. Ridiculous, ridiculous. So fail on Goodwill for that. However, I did look at the puzzles, which I'm weird about buying this stuff at Goodwill. I don't know, because the pieces, how do you know that all the puzzle pieces are there? And, more likely than not, they're probably not all there. So, yeah. However, if it was in, like, a sealed box, which actually there were a few of these that were sealed boxes, they were cheap. They were like 99 cents, which my cousin, or $1.99. My cousin Katie's actually really into puzzles, and if I could find a new one that would be interesting to her, sealed at the Goodwill for $1.99 or something, that would be epic. So we'll have to see. Toys, I was not overly impressed with any of the toys, honestly. Not a whole like big selection today. And they what they did have wasn't the cheapest, like honestly. I feel like I can do better clearance shopping, so I don't know, but maybe I just hit them on a bad day. They might have stuff better the next time. Anyways, they also had this like watermelon slicer thing for $2.99. Thought that was kind of cool. They also have a lot of big furniture, so like air hockey and stuff like that, but their prices on that stuff was outrageous. This thing right here is like $160 something. That's ridiculous. So they did have a lot of big furniture there. So this chair was $24.99. They also had like these random like litter storage things. They had some storage totes for $3.99. That I don't know. I don't feel like that's that good of a deal. That kind of were dirty, so I don't know. I guess you could clean them, but they had some large furniture, and those are things if I typically go to Goodwill. Look at that. That is insane. $68.99 for a leaf blower. Outrageous. But anyways, If I go to Goodwill, a lot of times it was simply for convenience because they already had furniture assembled. So I have gotten some good finds there over the years, but yeah, nothing today was really that good. Not good priced. Like this, they had some like Christmas, oven mitts and things like that for 99 cents, but I feel like we could get those way cheaper after the holiday clearance sales and stuff like that. So I just wasn't feeling any of that stuff. Now, guys, if you need DVDs, if you still watch VHS tapes or you read a lot, you really ought to come to Goodwill because they really do have some great prices on that stuff. For the DVDs, they have an absolute ton. Be cautious. Check, number one, to make sure the disc is actually in the case. And number two, make sure the disc is not trashed and will not play. Make sure there's not so many scratches that it won't work. However, they did have their DVDs for $1.99. So if you still watch a lot of DVDs, this might be a really good place to check on some of those. If you haven't gone fully into streaming services. This was kind of hilarious. They had a yard sale sticker. Someone donated this from their yard sale. It's at $1. Then Goodwill slapped a $1.99 sticker on it. I really don't know why Goodwill didn't take the $1 off sticker off first. I don't know. But lots of DVDs. Also, they had an absolute ton of CDs. I forgot to say that too about music. Which they had a ton of CDs for 99 cents, which is Goodwill could be a really good place to look if you are trying to if you collect certain music and you're looking for a CD or something to add to your collection, you might be able to find it at Goodwill if you can't get it on streaming, which I know streaming's kind of taken over the world. But there are some groups that, it's older and it's not on streaming, so I need a CD version. And so Thrift Store might be able to help you do that. Now, they also had a bunch of records, vinyl records for 99 cents. That is insane. Now, I actually really wanted a Christmas one, but they were pretty scratched up. And so, yeah, I don't know if all of these were, but the other ones I was really interested in was Christmas. But I was like, it'd be cool when it's such a good price, but it just looked really scuffed up. So I don't even know if it would have worked, and it would have been worth 99 cents. So I passed on those. They also had VHS tapes, an absolute ton of VHS tapes, 99 cents. So if you guys still have VHS, oh my goodness, I don't even remember the last time I watched a VHS, but they got you covered. They're probably going to have VHS tapes forever at Goodwill. But they got lots of those. And then also books. I was really impressed by their books. 99 cents for books. And they had lots of really good books, especially children's ones. And honestly, guys, a lot of these children's books were new. I actually was super impressed with the quality of the children's books. Like that, A Peanuts Christmas, nice hardback book. Awesome. Now look through it, make sure the pages aren't ripped or anything like that. You know what? Most kids are not going to care if their book came from the Goodwill as long as it's in good condition and everything and it's interesting. So seriously, I would definitely check out Goodwill because they had tons, even current ones like Daniel Tiger, things like that. They had a lot of different books, fun character books. 99 cents. That was pretty epic.
All right, guys, all done with that trip to the Goodwill. That was just one Goodwill, if you can believe that. We literally have 3 Goodwills in my area. We have a Goodwill outlet, which is they weigh things by the pound. Stuff might be even cheaper there. So there's that. They also have a second Goodwill just on the other side of town. And then they have the Goodwill I showed you guys in this video. So yeah, lots of Goodwills. However, kind of the question here, is it worth going to Goodwill? Would I get better deals going to Goodwill for someone who doesn't go there very much? And I don't know. It's tough. It kind of depends on what I'm needing. If I'm looking for something very specific, I think so. I think I could get really good deals at Goodwill if I'm looking for something specific. If I am wanting a brand name something, if I'm wanting a brand name whatever, if I'm brand loyal to Gap or to Abercrombie, and I really only want that kind of clothing, then I would do really good at Goodwill because they have that kind of clothing marked down. However, if I don't care as much, if I just care what does it look like, does it look good on me, whatever, I could get better deals at Walmart or JCPenney when they mark things down on crazy cheap clearance. Now, if I wasn't paying attention to clearance at all, and I just did all my shopping at Goodwill, then I probably would be better than just going to Walmart. However, if you pay attention to the clearance, which I do, as a couponer, it's all about getting it when it's at its best price, getting the item when it's at its cheapest price. The clearance can still beat it when these stores mark things down insanely cheap. I got a pair of brand new khakis at JCPenney on that $3 pink tag sale for $3. Goodwill didn't have anything even close to that price. So literally those deals cannot be beat. However, Goodwill, I do enjoy the variety. They had a lot of variety of things, and especially in the housewares, I was actually really impressed with their pricing. There were not many items in the housewares that were over $2. Like literally, not a lot of items. That was good. I wish the clothing would have been that good. It was not, but the housewares, I was super impressed. And, you know, some things like the Christmas stuff, I'm still going to get a better deal when DG marks it down to a quarter or 10 cents. That can't be beat. However, there are other items there, like a Keurig K-Cup, like tree kind of deal. $1.99. That was a really good deal. Really good deal. Some really good stuff over there that aren't like easy items to get on clearance at the other stores. So here's my opinion and my take on it. I might pay more attention to Goodwill. I really might, especially for the housewares and the media stuff. Like, that was really cool. They had a lot of media, DVDs and CDs and stuff for very, very well priced. Books, outstanding prices. And a lot of them were like new condition. It was awesome. So I think I will pay attention to Goodwill more. Can it beat my regular like deals that I get clearance shopping? Probably not. It's going to be really hard for anybody to beat a 10-cent sale at Dollar General. So yeah, but there are some things that aren't as easy to get on clearance, and maybe Goodwill will be a good place to look for things like that, especially houseware things and media and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm actually I'm happy I went. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. If you're a thrifter, I want to know down below. Do you guys do thrifting? Do you find really good deals that way? Is my store ridiculously overpriced, or is your store more for thrift stores? I'd love to hear all about it down below. So yeah, that's all I got. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.